and she joins us now live with the latest on what's happening today. Petrania?
Denise, search crews have been out in force since early this morning to try and recover the body of 6-year-old Tyson Black, and this is what they're dealing with right now. They're focusing their attention on thick debris filled with mud, sand, and tree limbs that has engulfed, a full car, as you can see behind me. So the power, the floodwaters right here. So crews believe that the body of this boy is somewhere deep beneath the ground, and today we heard from his father for the first time, along with seeing the faces of the 3 boys who survived this deadly flood.
Our family has had many years together, sharing our times, laughter, tears. The interest that has been shown on our behalf across the nation has been overwhelming.
Well, standing alongside Sheldon Black, his 2 sons who managed to make it out alive when their vehicle was swept up by floodwaters on Monday. The boys' injuries still visible on their faces. Also with them, Joseph Jessup, whose wife was one of the 3 women who died in the flood. A number of his children also killed. His only survivor child standing right next to him there. Officials say that they're getting more help today to try and recover the last victim. Well, let's come back live to the scene here. As you can see, a lot of damage in this town. A lot of people out there helping the search crews. About 200 local volunteers helping out. They say they want to try to find this body as soon as possible to bring some closure to this town that really needs this in order to mourn the lost loved ones that they've lost so far. We're going to have an update on this story throughout the day, so stay tuned with 8 News Now. For now, reporting live near Hilldale, Petrania Poonswan, 8 News Now. They were all related, they were all sisters, and they were all mothers, and all swept away by floodwaters that were coming down from this canyon right behind me here out into this neighborhood, pushed 2 vehicles down a ravine. 9 of the children also died. 1 boy still missing tonight, and the Utah National Guard has been deployed since early this morning to help in this search. So we're going to be on this story all day, also talking to the people in this town, really small, close-knit religious community, how they're reacting and how they're dealing with this, especially with so much repairs they have to do in this small town. We're going to have more on that coming up throughout the morning. We're going to talk to also a woman who actually filmed this whole, seeing those vehicles being tossed, that dramatic video. We talked to her yesterday. That's all coming up at 5:30. Brian and Kirsten, I'll send it back to you.
Petrania, we know what the focus is on right now, but have you heard anything about the changes the community might make or state leaders are suggesting so that area can receive future weather warnings?
And that's kind of the one thing that the mayor talked about yesterday, is their emergency alert system is not as advanced as in many other cities. So they say that is one thing that they want to get out there, especially people in this town. They're not as prone to have technology as many other places. So some people are saying, they may not gotten the alerts through their computer, internet, or radio, that kind of thing. So that is one thing that the town now has to think about to prevent something like this from happening again. It's been a long day for search crews who have come from all over Utah to assist in this effort. And this crushed up vehicle you see behind me, stuck in mud and debris, just one sign of how devastating this flood has been for this area.
Our whole front yard is gone.
Hilldale's mayor is calling Monday's deadly flooding a wake-up call.
For myself, it's a wake-up call, and it's a reality check. With all the flooding and with all of the disasters that they have, this is as much fatality as any flooding in the state.
2 days later, the small town is still mourning those who lost their lives. In all, search crews, including more than 24 Utah National Guards, have recovered 12 bodies, 3 women and 9 children. Officials say they're all related. Search crews have to fight the heat and tough terrain, but they say it's important to help find closure for this community.
It's a humbling and tragic event that has brought us here, but the communities have been great. They've been very, very welcoming, and they've been great to us.
It seems to be quite traumatic to everybody.
Oh no, there's 2 vehicles.
This mother of 7 was the woman who videotaped the 2 vehicles swept away by flood waters. She says seeing this makes her think twice about how to protect her home and her family if something like this ever happens again.
There was nothing to prepare us for what could have happened. For a minute there, we were trying to decide if we wanted to stay here or not.
3 young boys have managed to escape from the flooding on Monday. 2 are now back home with their family. 1 is still in the hospital tonight. For now, reporting in Hilldale, Petrania Poonswan, 8 News Now.